to deport illegal aliens. And like, yeah, when
But,
stupid people
sir,
get in the
but-
way of that, they increase their
but,
likelihood
sir,
of being
but,
unalive. But that's
sir,
not the
sir,
point.
Why do you
The
ask
agency-
questions and allow people to answer? Why don't you just have a podcast so
Nah, they
people
don't
can
wanna
hear
do
your
that.
autistic voice?
Mosquito,
You know
shut
what?
the hell up.
No. That's all I've been
So-
doing is shutting the hell up because you guys are
Stop
fucking idiots that
fucking
don't allow
unmuting.
any opposition to actually speak on here. Thomas is making an intelligent
you-
point, and you're not allowing him to respond.
You're not giving no opposition. You have nothing of substance.
Oh, I've been
Great.
owning you the whole time with 4
Substance or
words, which is
not.
all I'm afforded.
When
You're
you are
literally just
muted,
up here
you're not
fucking talking shit. That's all you're doing.
No, you're the one that's just swearing
You got
and insulting.
nothing of substance.
You think
This
you own
one will
the
cuss all
mute button
day.
here.
I
That's
will
how
still,
stupid you
again,
are.
Bring a point of substance.
All you have is your mute button.
Anger bears.
It's all you have.
All I have is what?
All you have is the mute button. You don't hear it because you're just
All I
muting
have
it.
is what? Why
mute
am I
button.
going to debate with someone that has nothing to fucking give?
All you do
have
is mute.
Nothing.
All you do
You
is
are
mute.
null
Hold
and
on, pretty.
void at this point.
All you do is
Hold
mute.
on, pretty.
Why are we
So,
even doing this, Corey? Like, for real. They're not even bringing no points, no facts, no nothing.
Yeah, no.
They're just sitting
But we
there talking
have.
shit.
You don't allow us to speak.
Like, stop.
Because you're stupid, you don't allow us to
So-
speak.
Would you like me
I'm
to provide
stupid.
facts?
Sorry,
I can
baby. Okay.
provide facts
All right.
if you'd like. I
Keep
don't
doing
want
it.
to interrupt, but
Well, somebody do something. Somebody do
I got
something.
something
Because this is
I had something
diabolical.
for Thomas. I had something for Thomas.
So mosquito, I'm going to be you, and I'm going to keep you on mute until I want you to talk. Since you act like you can't keep control of your own mouth, so I'm going to keep control of your mouth.
You've never allowed me to speak.
Host,
So
You guys are just
can I say
idiots.
something to
Saying
Thomas,
call
please?
talking points
Sure.
over and over.
It's SP, I'd like to go first. I asked.
Okay, well, I'm in Minneapolis and I need to respond to him too after you're done.
Okay, yeah, I understand that completely. Cora, can I talk
Right.
to Thomas for a minute?
ICE
Sure, go
cleaned
ahead.
up Minneapolis.
Okay,
ICE is
thank
doing
you.
an amazing
Um,
job in Minneapolis.
Mosquito.
We
honey,
need more
I'm
ICE in
talking.
Minneapolis.
So,
Minneapolis is a
Mosquito,
shithole.
I got
Thank
mosquito.
you for keeping
Linda.
him
I got
muted.
mosquito.
Minneapolis is a shithole.
Okay, great, thank you. Thomas, you were talking about what, you were gonna
All right, guys. I'm just not going to sit here and get muted and get 0 more words. So this is kind of part 2 of another one that we had before this. They dumped me. They never allowed any of the conservatives any voice. Just became an echo chamber like usual. But then they invited us back up, and I was like, wow. And then this Thomas guy who seems educated was speaking, and then they just talked right over him right away, as you saw. And then I did my thing. They're trying to turn my mic on. Not worth it. But we're just going to move on. We're actually going to disconnect, which is very rare. But we're going to hit that disconnect button and have some more fun. Hold on.
It's a mosquito.
It's mosquito.
Ugh.
It's one of it's this. We're all telling him this at this point. This is what we're all saying.
What's up?
Mosquito. Hey,
What's up,
say
girls?
who you voted for?
Yeah, I have 42. That's the 4-2. I am in the swamps of Wisconsin, and I voted for Trump 5 out of 6 times.
Are you still supporting it? Are you still supporting it?
Well, yeah, if I voted that many times for him, I mean, why would I stop now? Guy's awesome. Best president ever, and that State of the Union on Tuesday was amazing. Unbelievable. Almost had me in funny tears.
T, I can't. You want to? T, I can't.
I've spoken to Mosquito a few times. I've spoken to you at least once or twice, Mosquito, at this point.
I can't.
Oh, cool.
I can't because I'm a
Congratulations. Glad you're a fan.
I'm not a fan.
I'll give you an autograph later.
You disgust me.
It might hurt.
Why are you here? Let's
I don't know
start there.
why am I here? I was flicking around and I saw, prove me wrong, MAGA is in a fascist cult with a period. And I was like, wow. The only fascism I've seen is from the Democrats. So I was like, holy cow, maybe she's wrong. But maybe, not. I don't know.
Holy cow.
Oh, crazy stuff.
Shit.
Can you define fascism for me?
Yeah, it mainly starts with authoritarianism. And so when you jail your leading political opponent in prison for 136 years, that's pretty fascist.
I'm grabbing
No,
ice.
no.
I'll be back.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh.
That's not.
Or you try to unalive him, or you have him
Miriam,
investigated over and over by the government,
No, that was done. First
and you bring
off,
up trumped up charges over and over and over again? No, none of that happened? Okay.
Again,
I'm
that
wrong.
was done by your party, not us.
The Democrats
Get your
did
facts right.
The Democrats did all that to Trump that I just said.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
Yes, you did.
Again,
But, okay.
the definition of fascism, a populist political philosophy, movement, or regime, such as that of the fascisti, that exalts nation and often race above the individual, that is associated with a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, and that is characterized by severe economic and social regimentation and by forcible suppression of opposition. That is the term, that is the dictionary term for it, not whatever the fuck you just came up with.
You just defined the Democrats against Trump.
No.
Especially the last part. That was the most important part.
Again, you can't hold him accountable for shit. Can you hold him accountable for any of the e-files?
No, he's not implicated in those at all. That's all you guys have is
He
his e-files.
absolutely is. He absolutely is. He
Well,
absolutely
then why
is.
didn't the Biden
There are
DOJ
two
investigate
victims.
him?
There are two victims in there. And right now, when we looked at the e-files that were released by the DOJ, the most recent batch, there are two victims in there who were found to be credible.
You're
And
deflecting.
they removed their interviews that they had with the FBI. They had multiple interviews with the FBI. So again, miss me with the bullshit.
It's a
You
nice
touched
deflection
underage children.
from Democrats
It's
being
not a deflection.
authoritarian.
It's not a deflection.
It
It's
is.
not a deflection. You're sitting here saying, "Oh, there's nothing there." There is.
I didn't say that.
You're literally saying there's no there.
I said
and there
Democrats
is.
are fascist. And then you deflected with
Again,
Epstein files.
We are not fascist.
Well, you absolutely
Not
were.
by your definition or
Yeah.
terminology.
You went after
That is not
Trump like
fascism.
like a textbook fascist does.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, we did
You
not.
guys did. I
No,
mean,
we
you
didn't.
may personally not have, but you were voting for that and supporting it.
No. I what I voted for was for social and economic welfare for all. I voted for let's see here, humanity. Let's put it that
Wow.
way. I voted
Like
for
some
humanity.
Buzzwords. So you just want checks from the government.
No, and that's not what I said at all. Again,
Social and economic welfare is what you said. Welfare is a
I
check
voted for
from the
social
productive
and
sector.
economic welfare for all people. I voted to
Which means a
tax
check
the
from the productive
billionaires
sector.
and the wealthy. I voted to tax the billionaires and the wealthy. You voted to bend over and hand everything out your damn dollars.
Tax revenues are up after the TCJA tax cuts on billionaires.
No, it's not.
Tax
No, it's
revenue is
not.
up. Oh, yeah, the data's there.
No,
Go
it's
look
not.
at it.
No, it's not.
It's there.
No, it's not.
Tax revenue
it's
is up
No, it's not.
after the TCJA when we lowered corporate tax rates
Oh my
on
God.
billionaires to 22%.
No, it's not.
It is. We're 10 years into it now.
No,
It's pretty
it's
amazing
not.
stuff.
It's not. You're loopy.
No,
You can't hold
Well-
this man accountable for shit. You literally are sitting here
There's
stating the
nothing
most
to hold him accountable
bullshit
for.
statements about fascism alone. Then you sat here and stated a bunch of other made up bullshit by this president. Let me ask
made
you.
up?
Let me ask you, Mosquito. Where do you get your news and information source from?
Democrats on TikTok mainly.
And this is why we can't have a conversation with
This is
you.
why.
Why? I just
This
talked
is
to
why.
Democrats on TikTok and then I
Because
learned their
you
bullshit
don't
and how to
know.
counter it.
No.
don't know shit.
No, you don't know shit. You didn't look up information. You
Sure
didn't
did.
go to an actual credible source.
Yep.
You didn't do shit. You just told me you went on TikTok and TikTok alone to get all of your information.
Oh, not all of
That's
it.
not how
No,
that
no,
works.
we do
No,
research here on
that's how that
TikTok.
works.
No, we do research. We get the
You-
drone
you-
tablet
no,
out,
TikTok is
and
not
then
a
we do some
credible-
research.
Let me ask you a
TikTok is not
question.
a
So-
credible source.
You want to look
Let me
at
ask
tax
you a
revenues?
question,
You could look at the
Mosquito.
IRS
Why
over that.
is
It's
it,
pretty easy.
Mosquito, why is it
Yes.
that the top wealthiest also individuals that make 760,000 and above? Why is it that they don't get a progressive tax yearly, but we do, the ones that make less?
How are you defining a progressive tax? Because there's tax brackets.
First of all, they pay 37% tax.
Correct.
Every year, our tax is going to escalate if we don't make $760,000 and above.
No, I do not
So
believe
by
so.
So by 20, give you a perfect example. A person making $150,000 a year is going to end up paying 40% in federal tax, while their taxes are still going to be at 37%. What kind of sense does that make, sir?
How are you calculating this?
Go into Google and just say, if I make $150,000
No, I'm just going to bring up the tax
a
tables.
year,
So
if I make
150 or 24%.
$150,000 a year,
So
in
103 to 196.
2000, why,
I
Mama,
got it.
stop talking over me.
All right, well, I pull up the tax
Stop
tables.
talking over me.
Okay.
Now we're going to try it again. Google. If I make $150,000 a year, how much in taxes will I pay in year
24%.
2031? They're going to
24%.
tell you 40%, while the top, anyone making $760,000 and above, will be paying 37%.
Oh, you're talking about in the future that hasn't happened yet.
I
So
just
magic.
said that. I just
Okay.
even
Well, you didn't bring
gave
that
you
up.
the year. I
Okay.
gave you the year.
What'd you say? 2037?
I said 2031.
2031. Gotcha. So we're going to have other administrations and other legislators there that will also solidify or do their own tax table.
First,
Right. Because that's how our government works.
oh
No,
my God.
no, I can't, Robin.
I can't
So
do
right
you,
now,
mosquito.
somebody
Yeah.
making
I can't
So
do
right
you,
now,
mosquito.
somebody
Bye, mosquito. Bye, mosquito.
But
Okay.
yeah,
I
this
can't do it.
this is
I gave him the year. I gave him the amount. We already did the math.
What's
I
up?
can't.
What's up?
but we're
What's
not
up?
there.
Ham and cheese, H state, who you voted for?
So you don't want to admit that the
I'm
tax
20.
rate for 150,000 is at 24%. So I don't know what we're really talking about here. Anyways, I don't feel like debating with these idiot women. Let's move on, guys. So I just looked up what she said. If I make $150,000 in 2031, what percent of tax will I pay? And it came out to the tax brackets that are right now, which is the 22 to 24% federal margin tax bracket. And then it says, well, future 2031 tax rates are unknown. So, whoops, what is she talking about? Yeah, I don't really know. Depends on if you're married or filing jointly and single. So married and single future things here. They have no idea what the future tax brackets are because these are the tax brackets. They're not progressive. I mean, they're progressive if you make more money. That's what progressive means. That's why I asked her. So we'll see up. I got a Titan up here. Tried Mr. Plow or somebody else. She has that blocked. I think it was Axel. Tried Axel. She's got that blocked. So we'll see if Titan get up, and we're gonna try to ask for a clarification, and maybe go from there. Hold on, guys.
Titan, can I get your age, state, who you voted for, dear?
Yeah, 40, Wisconsin, Trump.
How do you get it to your billionaire today? Titan, please tell me you're not still following this motherfucker and he's trying to sue you for $10 billion and then he just transferred $10 billion to a bullshit board of peace. Please tell me you're not going to pay the taxes at least. Even if you're still following this.
I just don't pay taxes. I want to bring up while we're on taxes though, you're incorrect. I was listening to some of your conversation about it, about $150,000 filer in 2031. You're completely wrong.
How much will they be paying in taxes? How much?
Are they filing individually or jointly
individual
married?
Tax.
Individual rate for $150,000 is 24%.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm looking at the tax tables right now. They're right on the IRS website.
So,
Easy to find.
I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it because I have no problem going back to research it. But again, what did you want to comment on?
Well, that mainly that you're wrong on taxes. I mean, we could talk about other stuff. No, we can talk about other stuff.
Okay. What did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about how he's fucking up the country otherwise?
No, he's doing great, man. We're deporting all the illegal aliens.
Oh my God. God.
We got
Oh my
Trump
God. I'm so
accounts now.
happy
You like
you
Trump
said that.
accounts? While we're on
I'm
money,
so
do you know what a
happy you
Trump
said
account
that.
is?
I am
I do
so
know what the
happy
Trump
you said
account
that.
is, and I'm not playing into a scammer that's already been proved to be a scammer.
Do you have
I'm so
any
happy you
investment
said that.
account set up
So
behind the scenes for
here's
yourself for retirement?
excuse me, because everybody doesn't live the crypto, the stock, the 401k world like some of you and I do. All right, so
Yep.
when he says that milk and is down and when it's up 0.2%, when he says bread is down and it's up 3.5%. When ground beef, he says, is down and it's 10.6 increase. Sirloin steak, 17.2%. Chicken, 12.5%. I don't even fuck with coffee, 12.9%, etc. When he says these things are down in economic, no, it's not. No, it's not. We are facing a burden when it comes to groceries.
Yeah.
When
Democrats
it
kind of
comes to
fucked up the
gas,
last 4
though,
years.
what I will give it, no, it wasn't. What I will give you, though, is gas is down.
It's
I
way
will
down.
say that it is down by 9.3%.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Now, let's talk about when you say that he's doing such a great job for America. I did some research. Since 1959, do you understand that we have given Is Not Real? I just don't say the name of the country because of TikTok friendly language.
Gotcha.
We have given them $251 billion. Do you understand that? Do you understand?
I would
that
have
they get
actually
a
thought it
yearly
was more.
package? Do you understand
Huh.
that they get a yearly package of $3.8 billion from us? Now, let me tell you what they get with that. They get universal health care. They get state-free education from the age of 3 until they graduate high school. Their state universities cost between $4,000 and $18,000. We take care of their military. We take care of their veterans with that money. We also, guess what? Their PhD program, that tuition is waived based on the institution. Now, I want you to walk your ass back over to the United States because what I need you to understand is what type of whore you are for the United States of
Can I
America.
respond to that first?
No, not yet.
I
Not yet. Not
don't like
until
these
I
long
land my plane.
monologues. All right.
Not until I land my plane. I'm the host. Get the fuck on gone if you got a problem with it.
Well,
Now, walk your ass back over to the United States and let me prove to you how you're being a bottom bitch. You have your medical premiums increasing by 26%. You have energy that is increased by 13%. You have a defunding of Head Start. You have a defunding of child cancer research. Now, they only got about roughly 1.4 million a year, but now that's gone. Now he's in your ass about student loan debt. He wants you to either pay it off, take a payment arrangement, or have your wages garnished up to 15%.
Yeah.
We lost 9,000 jobs in the state of Georgia at a Hyundai plant because a candidate decided to call ICE agents and report those individuals that had H-1B visas, teaching Americans how to work the plant. Not only did we detain them, I didn't know we handcuffed them and held them overnight. So Korea came and flew their plane over to pick their people up. Now, their governor has been over there 3 times begging to bring them back. You want to know what they said? We will keep the plant there, but machines will run it, not human beings. That is
Cool.
9,000 jobs gone. That's roughly about $4 to $10 billion that they could have had over the next 10 years. That's not America first.
Bye-bye.
Did you say bye-bye?
Yeah,
But I thought you were America first.
not to
I thought you were about
H-1B
bringing
visa workers.
manufacturing back.
Yeah,
I
America
thought you
first,
were
not
about
for
giving
Koreans
jobs
that
to
came here on
Americans.
work visas.
So when
Not
did you
for
stop
them.
being a motherfucking American? Because I thought you were about manufacturing in America for
Yep.
Americans.
Yeah. Yeah, these are
Fuck 'em,
foreign
huh?
car companies. All right, can I respond to some of that? I mean, I'm going to try to remember it all.
Go
You,
ahead.
is that your tactic, just to throw a bunch of crap out and hope that nobody
No, it's
can
not to
remember it
throw a
all?
bunch of crap. I throw
All right,
facts.
let's talk about
You're
the
gonna
I
throw
thing.
feelings.
I hate being an I defender. I'm not really, but your $3.8 billion number does not pay for all of the spending that you just listed. Not at all. We do have lots of military benefits and get lots of military income from the I country. Then let's go back domestically. Let's see what you said.
Can you
Gosh.
show me your facts? Where's your fact and
Well,
where's
you
your
only have
source? 'Cause I can
$3.8
give you
billion,
mine.
so your math isn't mathing. It's not going to cover
Can I
all of
give
their
you?
universe.
Can you
What's the
give me your fact?
population?
Because I can give
What's
you
the
my
population
source.
of I?
Can you give me your? Can you give me a site? Because I can give you
Sure.
mine.
What's their population? We can look it up if we have to.
Can
What's
you
the population
give
of
me
I?
the site that you brought that to debunk me? Give me the site that debunks me,
Well,
because
let's
I'm
see.
gonna give you the
Well,
site
math
that
is easy to
debunks you.
do. So let's see what the
Again,
population.
give me the site that debunks what I just said about the 3.8
So their
billion.
population is 10 million. So we can do some simple math on what healthcare costs a person. I don't
I
know
said
about
give me
12,000 a year
resource.
times 10 million. So at
I said give
12,000 a
me resource.
person,
You can't give me resource by typing.
you're at
I told you give me resource.
E11.
No.
So is that 1.2 billion? And then they get
Give me
free
resource.
college. E11.
No.
So is
I
that
was doing it
1.2
in my
billion?
head.
You still counting.
I
I told
was
you give me
doing it.
resource.
I was doing the math, but
I
you
told you
dumped
give me
me.
fact.
I was, but then you dumped me.
Facts and sources.
Facts and sources
Please.
about
And
math?
thank you. Hmm. Mm-mm.
Huh. But your $3.8 billion does not cover all of that stuff that you
Now,
said.
for those that would like to look this up,
Is
So
not
we're
real's
profiting.
current stocks and a 1.9
So we're profiting
billion
on
sale
Israel.
for 3,200 infantry assault vehicles for is not real army, according to a U.S. official and another person familiar with the proposal who spoke on conditions. And this was back in September of last year.
So we're profiting on Israel, as of what I said.
again,
We're
like I
profiting.
said,
So we give them
I don't
3.8
have
billion, but
time
then
to
they spend
argue.
another
Bring me
10 to
fact
12
and
billion
source.
back.
Just like I gave you.
Sounds like a pretty good
Fact
deal.
and source. Go look it up. Titan, get out of my box.
Oh, get
You
out of
can't.
your box.
You don't have it. You just don't have it, honey.
Oh,
I
You
don't
don't
have
have
it.
it.
one more just
So
tagline to that.
I know
Trump
my
administration
numbers,
has
but I don't
already
have it.
approved
Okay.
12 billion in major military assistance to is not real last year.
Thank you.
Sounds like more profit from Israel.
Now, again, if you want to talk about the money, let's talk about how we can stop that from happening until America's house is cleaned up. The house
Hold
is.
on.
Files will leaving state of
Mr.
being.
Plow, can I get your age, state, who you voted for?
Yeah, 40. I'm from Illinois, and I voted for the Trump guy.
Okay. Did you want to comment on the backdrop or did you want to comment on the conversation, dear?
But I don't think your math is mathing on Israel very, very good, and you weren't mathing for the tax rates. So you're not doing
I
well
gave
with
you
numbers
my
tonight.
source. I'm going to tell you the same
No,
thing
no.
that I told that
I don't
young
think
lady.
anybody's
Do
arguing
you
that we
have
give them
a
$3.8 billion,
source?
but then you just
Do
listed
you have
all of
a
what they
source?
spend with us.
Do
So we
you
profit
have
off of
a
them.
source?
Yeah, you
Do you have a
guys.
source?
Yeah, it's you guys. You're my source. You said that we give them
Yeah.
$3.8 billion, and then you
I
said
just
that
said
somehow
we
that
give
pays for
them
all their universal health care, which it doesn't.
$3.8
Yeah.
billion a year with a little over 17.9 billion in military aid that has been sent since October 7th of 2023.
But they pay for that.
Again, and I told you where to go get the information from.
But they
I
pay
don't
for
write
that.
the shit.
But they pay for that, right?
No, they don't. We
They-
do.
No, they buy
Oh
it
my
from us.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You just listed it off, Auntie.
I can't with you.
You just listed
literally
off.
just
They're
said-
purchasing from us.
No, they're not purchasing from us.
No.
We are giving to them.
Well, then why do you have a $3.8 billion number and then just some other number? Why don't you just combine it?
Because they're separate. Because the deal had. Oh my God. Never mind. I can't.
Yes, yes,
Reading
we
it
can.
You
from the-
can't because your math
You
isn't
promised
mathing.
this. You promised this. You promised this, T. You promised this. No, we got to break it down to him. All right. Okay. How can I say this? They get a package from us every year. They've been getting this package. They've been getting this military aid, and they've been getting an economic aid as well. Since 1948, we have given them at least $300 billion since 1948.
Yeah, I would think it's higher. So apparently they just bought $19 billion in F-15s and F-35s from us. So they are paying for their military equipment. You're wrong. Just looked it up. It's easy stuff to look up. Remember?
Military aid does not mean weapons. What does military aid mean? Don't they have soldiers? Don't they have veterans?
Israel has soldiers, yes.
They got veterans. What do you
Okay.
think the military aid is? I didn't say a weapons package. I said military aid.
But
We
Auntie
take care
listed off
of
of
their soldiers.
all of their military
We
spending that they
take
give us,
care
which is a
of
lot.
their veterans. Go look it up.
I'm looking at the what is it? The Council of Foreign Aid. I'm also looking at that as well. So again,
So they give
300
3.8.
billion since
3.8 billion.
1948.
Yep.
And then let's see here. The United States has provisionally agreed via a memorandum of understanding, or MOU, to provide is not real with 3.8 billion per year through 2028, including 500 million per year for missile defense.
Yeah. But they purchase way more of that from us.
Obviously not.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Your math isn't mathing. I don't think you understand. So Auntie even listed off all the military spending that they give to the U.S. So yeah, they have
How
a
much
3.8.
spending do they give to the U.S. T?
I'm trying to find it right now. I'm trying to find
Yeah,
it.
'cause
Hold
she
on.
didn't give off any numbers for what they spent. She gave off
Sorry.
numbers of what we give. And this is the bullshit. Stop trying to put words into her mouth. She gave numbers of what we give over there.
No, we don't give that stuff. Those are all purchases
Oh my-
to us.
No. No.
This is booger sugar.
No.
This is booger sugar. How much does Israel purchase
I mean, just last month, they purchased
One moment.
$6.6 billion in those attack helicopters that she was saying from. So we profited.
She said how much? How
For the
much did you say she said?
For the
He's
attack
talking
helicopter.
about he's talking about the helicopters, the Apache helicopters.
How
This
much
is a
did you purchase?
proposal. It was a 3.8 billion sale for 30
6.6.
Apache helicopter. No, 3.8. 3.8 is what it is.
And assault vehicles is 6.6 billion. Just in January, they just approved this.
No, 1.9 is for a billion. 3.8 billion sale for 30 Apache helicopters. 1.9 billion for 3,200 assault vehicles for Israel's army.
Yeah, they're gonna buy that from us, and it's $6.6 billion
Okay,
total.
so we
for
made
what I got here.
so let's do the math. 1.9 billion subtracted from how much did we say we gave them a year?
3.8.
Again?
3.8.
No. We didn't say 3.
Yes, you did,
hold
100
on.
times.
Hold on. We got 3.8
yearly.
billion. So we're still paying
No.
2 billion.
No.
Okay.
3.8 minus 6.6. So now we're
how
negative
did you get
3.2.
6.6? I didn't say 6.6.
I'm saying 6.6 because my information says 6.6, which is approved in
Where
January
did you get your
2026.
information at?
The U.S. Department of State looks like it's coming from.
U.S. Department of State.
U.S. Department of State?
You ever heard of that? I've never heard
No.
of U.S. Department of State.
U.S. Department of State, state.gov.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you that you're completely full of it because you are going off of a .gov website, and you can't trust .gov websites. The reason you can't trust .gov websites is because it is under whatever current administration, and they can manipulate the information to their liking.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
okay.
tell you.
Again, that's not going to be a credible
I would
source.
tell you don't trust that.
So who
on
else would
either
publish
party.
the data but the government, because they do the spending, so they have to be truthful to the people, or the purchasing, or the selling.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
Right. You just don't like the
That's what you
source.
think.
Apparently.
No. That source is. I'm telling you. Have you ever worked for the military or federal civilian by any chance? Have you ever done that work by any chance?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
here
I
we go.
have.
Cool.
I can tell you specifically, they don't have to give you honest budgeting or reports. They really don't. They really don't.
Wow. I
don't
used
have
to be an elected official, and if I wasn't given honest budgeting and honest reports, I would fire people.
Yeah, under your state.
Yeah.
Under your state. That's
I would
different.
Fire
That's
them
different
all.
from federal. It's different from federal. It's different from federal. Again, .gov websites are not reliable sources.
Right. And guess what? They're
Unless
also
you're
buying.
talking about specific like memorandums or like EOs.
Yeah. So we're at negative
policies,
2.2 billion. And then now you
Congress,
got to add the F-35s in there that they're
those
buying
kinds
from
of
us.
things, yes. But
So now
again,
we're at
when we're talking about budgeting where you can skew numbers, and they have done that,
negative.
they've done it in the past. Again, and this is coming back from Reagan when he denied the FCC. So again, like I said, .gov is not a reliable source.
Now,
Oh,
this
well,
is what I
it
found.
is. Most people use that.
Military purchases. Under a 10-year memorandum of understanding 2019 through 2028, the United States provides $3.8 billion annually, with $3.3 billion for foreign military financing and $500 million for missile defense.
Yes.
Now, Israel, when it comes to Israel, they purchase billions in goods and services from the United States annually, with 2024 total bilateral trade, exports plus imports estimated at $55 billion. This includes approximately $14.8 billion in U.S. goods exports and $8.8 billion in services to Israel. Services to Israel, 8.8. Additionally, the U.S. provides 3.8 in annual military aid, which Israel primarily uses to buy U.S. defense equipment. So we provide it, and then they buy it, and then we provide. This is so stupid.
Yeah, we're giving them a little discount, but they're buying way more from us, so we're profiting as a country.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
No, we're not.
you guys just listed everything I agree with.
We are not profiting, sir. We're not.
We are.
And didn't we just send 12? How much did we send, T? 12 what?
12 billion last year.
Why do we send them 12 billion? Stop sending our fucking money.
You guys think we should be sending money to Ukraine?
I don't think we should be sending money no motherfucking way until we take care of the goddamn Americans that's in America.
Because we've sent them $188 billion, and we've sent
I think we
Israel
should
about
tax the top
280 some billion.
again. I
So
think that we
Ukraine
should
has gotten
tax
a
the
whole
top
shit ton more.
1%. Step that bullshit up. I think that we should tax the top 1%, 40% on their capital gains, because we know they're not going to pay the individual taxes. If they don't pay the 40%, put a lien on their capital gains. Corporations 35%.
Well, you're gonna kill the
Every fucking
you're
year.
just gonna kill the economy doing that. So congratulations, you killed the
No,
economy.
no, we
Yes, you
didn't do
will.
it when Bill
Unalive.
Clinton was in office.
Unalive.
You a lie. We
You
didn't do
will
it when Bill
absolutely
Clinton was in
unalive
office.
the economy.
You're a bootlicker. You are a bootlicker.
No, I know
That's
my
what you are.
numbers.
You are
I've
broke.
come up here
You are
to
a
defute
broke
your numbers.
I don't give a fuck that you worked
Respectfully,
in the government. Obviously, you worked right where you needed to work because obviously you
volunteered
like
most of my
bending
time.
over for billionaires. You like that shit. Give me my fucking money.
Well, the
Learn to work
billionaires
for-
fund my retirement,
Learn
so
to work. They don't
I do need
fund
them.
shit.
Well, they fund your
don't
retirement
fund shit.
too,
Your taxes fund their yachts.
which create a lot of jobs. We have a
Stop
big
trying
ship.
to, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
We have a
create
big
shit.
shipbuilder in
Stop
Sturgeon
going
Bay,
with that
Wisconsin.
Reaganomics bullshit.
We have a
Stop
big
going
ship.
with the Reaganomics bullshit.
You can
That's
talk
why
over
you
me,
live in
but
Wisconsin, your dumb ass.
we have a big shipbuilder in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, that builds
I
these
wouldn't give a
yachts,
fuck if you do.
and these
you
are high-paying
butt-broken bitch.
jobs.
Stop being a power bottom. I wouldn't
That
give a
builds
fuck
these
if
yachts,
you do. You
and these are
butt-broken
high-paying
bitch.
jobs.
Stop being a power bottom. Stop being a power bottom. Go learn. 40% capital gains, top 1%ers, 35%
I don't even know what account I'm on.
corporations. They fucking owe
Mr.
us.
Plow.
This is our money. And if we don't pay them fucking taxes, they don't get their money. Fuck them.
Also, factually can break this down as well. I went to factually. Factually, actually, you put the claim in there. Yeah. So, yeah.
So at this point, they introduced Mr. Plow, and they asked Mr. Plow, how is Trump good for the country? And Mr. Plow says things like border and immigration, inflation and interest rates, Democrat woke bullshit. He's not a fascist like the Democrats. No tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and Trump accounts. And then they kind of freak out like, you're not going very in depth. And we'll see where it picks up from there. But they wanted me to list it, not go in depth on each one. But apparently I listed too much for them. And you will see the rest of the conversation then. But I wanted you to have that list that you're going to hear this now. Not debate, but debate. The host apparently does not want a debate, but all they do is debate. I don't know how you can have a political thing without a debate. So let's continue.
They come here and they think that this is a debate and that there's some kind of prize to win. Like it's not a conversation.
May I address Mr. Plow?
Go for it.
I already did. Bullshit.
Obviously doesn't want a conversation. So go ahead, John.
Go ahead, John.
I just wanted to say, that was a lot of, like, you brought up a lot of single points without providing any legitimacy behind them. And I just wanted to say, for
She asked me
especially
for
I
a quick
heard
list,
inflation.
so I went through the quick list.
I'm still talking. I wasn't trying to.
You're strawmanning
I gave
me.
you the floor. Please give me the.
Sure.
I'm not strawmanning you.
Yeah, you are.
If you'd allow me to finish my point, maybe you'd understand that it's not a straw man.
Well, we
Maybe
can go
if
through
your
each one if you
fifis
want.
were in an imaginary bunch, we'd be good. But I was trying to say that, in you specifically stating inflation, when we are 38 trillion in debt and borrowing at a higher percentage than any other point in history, while trying to implement all of these, in my very conservative approach here, nonsensical bills and implementation of funds going to countries with zero return back to us, it doesn't really stimulate any proper growth because inflation would eventually just skyrocket anyways.
But it's not
Also,
skyrocketing.
Sam, I actually do know plenty about precious metals. I don't know why you're coming at me. Just so you know how moronic you are, the precious metal debate, it's just not China just collecting all of it up and keeping it away from us. It's just the fact that it's too far gone and we're in a new age. And maybe you should probably come to the age of technology with us instead of trying to call somebody who's 23 a moron for actually studying past a little bit of, oh my god, I can read a newsletter. You got to read the nuance. But Mr. Plow, continue.
Yeah, well, she asked me for a quick list, so I went through that. I wasn't provided any extra time to go through each one, but if you want to, I mean, we can. Those are all really awesome things for the country. You don't seem to think so, obviously. But, like, what do you think of
Just
Trump accounts? Trump accounts are
You're
awesome.
full of bullshit.
How am I full of bullshit for saying border inflation, border and
You're
immigration?
These are not
full of
statements. These are
bullshit.
just
I
words,
did not
dude.
stutter. I didn't raise my voice. I
You
didn't
just
stutter.
interrupted me
I know
again.
you can hear me clearly. You're full of fucking
Can I
bullshit.
try? Can I try? Hey, explain no tax on tips. That was one.
That wasn't one he named, but okay,
It
that's
was.
probably
He
gonna be
said no
one he
tax on
argued
tips, no
with.
That
tax
was
on
one. I
social
listened to
security.
everything Mr. Blau said.
Yeah, so there's a
He named
tax
one
deduction
of them.
for your
Okay.
taxes or your income on tips. So
What
are you
about
against
what
people
about no
keeping
tax
their
on
own money in
tips?
their own pocket? I don't really understand why you're
I don't
against
think you
this.
fully understand it. No, don't put words in my mouth. I
What
don't
are
think you
we?
understand the. Okay, go ahead, Dash. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just curious. Why are we talking about no tax on tips?
He gave a list.
It's
He
one of the
what?
things he said was good for the country.
Well, he was just
Oh, okay.
spitting out words. I'm like, okay, can we
But they
explain no
just
tax on
the whole
tips?
list was
What else
The
happened?
temporary tax cut. The
What
that
temporary tax
that
cut?
one.
The tax rates are
No
permanent.
tax on tips. No tax on tips is only for 2 years.
It goes to 2028. So 3 years.
Yeah.
25 to 28.
Dude,
Weren't there hours cut, or wasn't there more to the no
wow.
tax on tips?
One
It
more
was.
year.
It's not really
You really got
what it
me.
sounds like.
Well, some Democrats say that, and
You
some
gotta
Democrats
plus
say
you
that
gotta
it was
add
their
in the money
idea.
that
So which one
plus
is
you
it?
have to add in the money that we spent on tariffs. Each person is it $1,700 per family?
So tariffs there's like threefold of tariffs. You don't have to pay a tariff. You can just buy American. You can shop by price. It is a capitalist country, so
Oh
you
my
don't have to buy a
God.
product.
What the fuck?
When you buy a
Wow.
Hey,
product,
give me American
you have
product, sir.
voluntarily
Give me
given over your
one,
money.
sir. Give me an American product that does not have any type of electronics in it that is a pure American product besides Mr. Pillow.
So I own a manufacturing company, and about 80% of our products are 100% made in America.
80% of our products, about 100% made in
Mhm.
America.
You own a manufacturing company.
Because the raw materials and everything and the plastics that we use are based in America.
So, but that's not electronics.
I don't make anything with electronics.
But that's my point.
What
That's
do you
how,
manufacture?
Yeah, I understand we can't make everything in this country, and electronics, I mean, I will admit that those are probably best done in Asia or that area of the world. That's their specialty.
So I'm confused. And
What do you manufacture?
We manufacture products out of plastic. So we take big pieces of plastic and we cut them down with lasers usually, and then make stuff out of that from there. Anything from aquarium supplies to all the displays that you buy your phones at every Best Buy.
Okay, well, I'm glad you do that. I mean, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so you don't have to worry about tariffs, is what you're saying, right? Essentially, right?
Somewhat. Yeah, but there's a twofold. There's a double-edged sword of tariffs. I understand both of your guys' side, and I understand my side, I guess. But as a manufacturer, we were getting killed by China and mainly Taiwan on some of the stuff that we make, and they can make it a lot cheaper and just ship it over the boat because China pays for all the freight. So Trump's going after that and trying to get more manufacturing here.
That's why targeted tariffs are a great idea. We're just not for blanket tariffs.
I understand.
Different.
I just think that Trump thinks there's no time for that. He has only 4 years, so a blanket tariff is easier for him to do. We also had massive inflation under the Democrats, so tariffs also do suck money back from the private sector back into the government and reduce inflation.
Why did we have massive inflation? Why did we have massive inflation?
Some of it was C-19, and a lot of it was the infrastructure bill and the ARPA funds. That 3.1 trillion in extra spending was not needed and severely hurt the economy.
it was absolutely.
Are you
needed.
kidding?
No.
Do you know how much Donald Trump has spent compared to Joe Biden? And
Are you
Donald Trump's
taking
only in his
COVID
first
spending
year?
in or out? You got to take COVID spending out of that, I believe, because he was dealing with Democrat governors that were shutting down their states and severely impacting businesses like mine.
Why do I need to take it out?
No, the Democrat states chose to do that on their own.
Right, and
So-
Trump had to react to that.
No, Trump didn't do anything to that. We wouldn't have had a major crisis if Trump didn't throw away the playbook. So yeah, Trump was officially responsible for
this
over
thing was
200,000.
This thing was going to move through regardless.
I didn't interrupt you.
All I've been doing is getting interrupted, but sure.
I didn't interrupt you. So
Cool.
So no, and what you're sitting there
I
saying,
interrupt, and I'm sorry. I'm the host. If I don't interrupt, a lot of times I'll forget what point I need you to clarify, and that's why I interrupt. I apologize. Go ahead, Mr. Blake.
so Biden inherited 9.2% inflation rate. Then after Biden was done, we got down to 2.9% under Biden. We have bounce back jobs, and then we had new creation jobs. The fact that you forgot about the Chips and Science Act, that Trump removed a lot of the grants for that from colleges and other things, where Arizona had a $60 billion surplus on building a whole new city based on that, and cities around the country or states
How
around
old
the
is
country,
he, the son?
states around the country,
Okay.
So Biden
states around.
inherited a 1.4% inflation rate.
Oh, he
It was
did
not.
not.
Yeah.
It
No,
was
sir. It
not
was 9.2.
1.4.
Yeah, in January
It was
2021,
9.2.
the inflation rate was 1.4%.
It was 9.2, sir. 9.2.
No, it was nowhere near that. It got to that under
Yes, it
Biden,
was.
but he did not inherit
No,
that.
it was. Yes, he did.
Is he abusive?
Uh,
No.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You could look at the year-by-year play of the inflation rate.
I
You can see
already
under
did,
Biden,
sir.
it did get to 9.1%, and then it was
Sir,
like
I did.
8-ish, and
Sir,
then
I already
5-ish,
did
and
all
then
that.
3-ish.
Sir, I did all that. I did all that.
Oh.
That's already been done. It's been 9.2, because we have nothing coming into the United States. We have ships that were off the coast of California that could not come in. So so the Teamsters had a
In
fake.
what year are we looking at inflation?
We're talking about 2021 when Biden came in. It was 9.2.
2021?
Yes.
It was.
There was never one point anything at the history of this country that we were that low, and Trump didn't do anything. He didn't have a policy in place to help manufacturing. So stop that.
So it
If
wasn't
you can show me a policy where
9.1%.
Trump in
That
his
was the highest.
first term had policies to where helped America, I will agree with you. But he inherited
So-
Obama's.
I mean, do you want to see this?
This is saying. I'm sorry. What?
I mean, do you want to
No,
see the inflation tables here?
I was just about to.
So that
Mr.
spike
Wicked
there,
does say-
9.1, that's
I
in
got it.
2022.
I've got it. If you will be quiet.
This is 2021.
I'm literally sitting here with it in front of my face. If you will
2022.
be quiet, I will say what the inflation rate was.
Cool.
It was 1.4% in January 2021.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Can I introduce Ryan?
When did it go? Hey, when did it go to 9%?
9.1% was between April and June, so May-ish of 22.
Between April and June of 22.
Yeah, so we're going to say June of 2022.
And Biden brought it down to 2.4.
Yep.
And then it spiked right
new
back up right before he left at like
new
2.9.
jobs.
But regardless, it is
New
cumulative.
jobs. With new jobs, the infrastructure bill was $1.7 trillion, and it helped a lot of countries. It helped even my city. We got a new airport from that money. We got a lot of new roads that are being built from that. So I don't know where you're getting this part where the
I know.
Infrastructure bill.
But it caused inflation and it caused more debt. And what it did was
Can
raise
it
all of
cause
those. Hold on.
inflation?
No, you're not me, man. So it increased all of those infrastructure costs about 40% as well. It did cause inflation. It's just government printed money per se. It's government borrowed money.
No,
So
it
it
wasn't
added-
as contract.
That's not how public works jobs.
Yeah, they were grants. It wasn't. It was.
But where
grants.
where did the money generate from?
From people who still bidding for the contracts.
No, it
That's
came
where
from the
money
U.S.
comes from.
Treasury.
Yeah, it's the bidding from the contracts, so they become grants. Grants do not cause taxation. So
No.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
Because the whole country was flooded with all of these billions of dollars. it increased prices on
Oh
all of our
crap!
street projects here
Hold on,
in my
hold on,
community
hold
and all
on,
across the
Ryan's
country.
still
hold
waiting.
on. Ryan, I'm sorry,
Can
I
I?
haven't introduced you, have I?
Yeah, he's one of my friendlies. Can I introduce him?
Yeah, go for it.
Ryan. It's age, region, and political ideology, right, Ashley?
Yeah.
Colorado 39, moderate Republican, because I make enough money to care about the Republican side on taxes, but I work for pretty much the EPA, so I do like some of the stuff that we have to do on the liberal side with that. So it's kind of down the middle with mostly everything, unless it comes to money or it comes to the environment.
All
Hey,
right.
Ryan, down in the comments, all I meant was because you said you work for the government, and I would love to hear your perspective on that.
Okay, Johnny.
Well, I work
One
for
second.
I'm a wastewater operator, so we make sure that you guys have clean water, and
Sweet.
just depending on what regulations are coming in now and everything like this, they're trying to get stuff that's pretty much not testable, like parts per billion, when we can't even get down for that. Some things are like they're wanting parts per trillion, which we definitely can't get down to that in some of the labs. And
Ryan, do you want to go ahead and address the prompt for me, hon?
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much my stance. Like, the government should be in control of some of the EPA stuff. The EPA should have some control of their own stuff. And like I said, just depending on if it's money or the environment, that's where I'll stand.
Yes, sir. Do you want to address the prompt?
I'll say this.
I think you just did.
With the only thing that I can say with what I've seen is I see good things.
He just
and I see
addressed
bad
the
things.
prompt.
My biggest thing was when Obama was deporting people. There wasn't hardly any Republicans out there protesting any of that stuff. And now we're getting that other stuff.
Hold on. You
Well,
mean
they're not letting him speak.
Democrat? Why would the Republicans be protesting? They liked deportations.
Well, I'm just saying Obama deported 900,000 immigrants.
Oh, he
And
deported a bunch.
nobody.
I don't have it off the top of my head. And there
Yeah,
were
I
people.
don't know. It was a lot.
There
It was
were
a lot of
people.
people.
There were people protesting. He got sued by the ACLU.
There was nobody protesting like there
Yeah,
is
but
today.
it wasn't
Nobody
as
at all.
dramatic as it is now.
Well,
so
that's
I would just say
because
that.
people weren't getting pew-pewed in the face in the middle of the day.
Do you guys want the actual statistic, like the
Well,
number?
they were when you hit
Hey, you can give
a
me the
law
link if you
enforcement
want,
officer,
but
you're going to
no,
face
wait,
consequences.
no.
3.8.
Hold on,
Why
Ryan.
are we
Republicans
talking about
weren't
why are we
engaging in that
talking about
activity,
Obama?
so they weren't getting
Sorry,
shot in the
I
face.
wasn't
You're
paying
good.
How is
You're
this
good,
hard to
Shannon. That's
understand?
not to you, hon. Thank you for the.
Yeah.
You said 3.8.
Yeah, it was 3.8 million.
Okay, 3.8 million. Okay, yeah. So we're talking about Trump, Ryan, not Obama.
Oh
Okay.
no, but I just made a comparison. That was it.
Yeah, I
But
know.
then
but-
that's about as far as I'm gonna go with anything like that. But like I was saying, a lot of this stuff, we bring up a lot of things to the government and to federal regulations and that, and a lot of stuff that we bring up usually gets overlooked because we got to just see everything's about money, and in the long run, that's what's going to control our politics is money. And it's always going to be that
Well,
from
it's
the
not
liberal
really,
to
it's
the
policy.
Republican side, because it's going to be what is the best for, because the USA is a company, and everything is ran like a company, if you know what I mean. We're all everything is ran like a business. So that's the reason why I said it's money
Yeah.
at the forefront, and it's going to be what's best for the dollar more than what's best for the person majority
United
of the time.
States
Is
is
what I
not
see.
run like it's not run like a business. It's nothing like a business because you have too many entities. You have social programs. There's no social program in any business, so it's not run like a business. We vote for things that we that we want or we don't want in America. So it's not run like a business. You don't vote in a business.
So let me ask you this: don't these departments don't we usually get budgets? like a business has a budget.
Everything
So there's aspects. There's
but that
aspects of a business to it.
it still has laws and regulations to regulate how much money they get. Not like a business. A business doesn't have laws and regulations how much
So
they want
Obama
to give to their department.
had a repeat
it is not
violator
like a
rate
business.
of 20%. So let's do the math. They're saying 2.75 million. That's pretty easy math, probably, right?
Yeah, so I thank
275
you for coming
zero
and sharing
zero
your opinion.
times
I appreciate it, and you have a good night.
0.80. So we had 2.2 million deportations. And Trump's already surpassed that
I gotta
with
go
the
Ash,
self-deportations in
Ash,
1 year.
I sent you a
Trump
message. I'm so
surpassed
sorry.
Obama numbers
No, it's
in
okay.
1
It's okay, really.
year.
That
Just a
was
wrestling
Holy
buddy, I
crap,
promise.
we're max.
no,
You're good.
Wow.
You're good, bro. You're good.
no, it's okay, really. Don't worry about it. It happens all the
At
time.
least he's not a fishing buddy.
Yeah, it happens
No,
all the
yeah.
time.
I
And
heard
at
on
least
TikTok.
and hey, at least there were no slurs or
Yeah, that's
screaming.
what I was really happy about.
Yeah, so it's all
Because he's
good.
a
It's all
wrestling
good.
buddy, so you can beat him
Yeah.
up next time.
No, we talk about wrestling
Wrestling.
on TikTok, so I just
Oh,
one of those.
well, you
Yeah,
don't know him in real life, Will.
Real,
yeah. I don't.
real wrestling
That's
or
why.
the fake kind?
No, like pro wrestling.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I have some wrestling buddies, but that's my business. Anyway, hey, Chest.
I figure.
You always want to leave. Right when you're in my arm, you always want to leave.
So Obama
Okay.
had a repeat rate of about 20% of his deportations.
No, I said
Yeah.
no.
Well, he did. I
No.
just looked it up again.
I said no.
Mr.
Well, how many
Obama.
were repeats
I
then?
said no.
How many were repeats then?
Please don't violate my boundaries on my life.
Your boundaries of what?
I just joined. Can I?
No means no.
What
No
one of
means-
those boundaries?
Okay, I'll introduce you in just a moment. Okay.
So,
Or
so
not.
Trump's already surpassed Obama's numbers in 1 year on deportations. When you take away the repeats that he had, Obama did.
Y'all will say anything just to
Yeah,
lie.
right.
I just did the math. It's my number.
You'll say anything just to lie. It's really sad.
You don't believe
It's
these
really
numbers?
sad what kind of human beings that y'all think y'all are.
That's not a good retort to numbers. I just want to talk numbers.
You're looking at high level. You're not looking at the in depth. That's the thing. That's a problem.
Well, what is your number? What is the repeat rate under Obama?
I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about, there's things like due process that you won't accept. There are things like, Trump is.
They use the
ICE
same
has
due process.
literally deported American citizens.
Who has?
Couldn't
Trump?
surpass
Trump.
Obama.
Like who? Name one.
Just the sentence. Trump couldn't surpass Obama with one sentence. He can't even form a sentence right. So I don't know why y'all think that when you come up on these panels, and not just at this one, Ashley 2.0s, but when y'all come up on any panel, y'all will say anything and lie and all
But
these
Aaron-
things just to say that you're right about something.
Aaron, you know what's
I just
funny?
When
looked
this
up-
isn't even an arguing, let me finish, Johnny. When this is not even an arguing, a debating panel. So we've let you state your business, although it was lying bullshit. So you
How
can
is it
go on
lying?
about your way
I just
now.
looked it all up and I
Have a
did the
blessed
math.
day.
So you don't like numbers?
Aaron, to contribute, 1 minute they're loving the deportations with Trump, and then they're now comparing it to Obama, trying to make Obama look bad or vilify Obama.
I'm not trying to make him
Like,
look bad.
pick a-
I'm trying to make Trump
I'm
look
not
good.
mad
Well,
on
where-
him.
where-
And you guys
Oh,
were just
I
talking about
said-
deportations
I
under
said-
Obama. So it's relative.
Why are you talking over Johnny?
Obama. I said no Obama. I said no Obama. I said no Obama. No
Oh.
Obama. I said no
No Obama.
No
No Obama.
Obama.
I need to
Obama.
breathe.
Okay. Well, don't bring up Obama then.
It is getting a little hectic. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
It's getting
that was weird.
kind of hectic. It's getting kind of
I'm
hectic.
okay.
It's getting kind of hectic.
No, like I'm okay. I'm not pissed off. But I set a boundary. I said no Obama,
I didn't hear that.
and they kept bringing back up Obama.
How did I encourage somebody?
I didn't hear
Once
no
again,
Obama. There
Ash,
was a whole
I'm sorry.
conversation
On
about
my
Obama,
behalf of that
and
one.
you allowed it. So I'm sorry.
you
Maybe
didn't have
I
anything to
turned
do
you
with
down at that
that.
time.
Ashley, do you want me to
Yeah.
take more of a
It's what's funny is this ain't even a debate panel.
I know.
What
Well,
is
and I
it?
mean, actually, I probably was
It's
going
not
to
a
end up
debate
asking
panel?
Johnny to go down the
Oh,
comments
what
anyway
is it
because we
then?
needed more
Three
space.
panels. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquito, you want to give us your age, region, political affiliation?
Yeah, I'm 40. I am from the swamps of Wisconsin, and I have voted Republican.
Wait, say that again?
40, Wisconsin, Republican.
Okay. Sorry, your accent. I didn't understand the first time.
Gotcha.
Okay, Luke, age, region, political ideology?
Yes, ma'am. I am, Indiana. I want to say liberal. Yes. I'm not conservative or I did not vote for Trump.
Okay. Mosquito, did you want to address the prompt?
Yeah. They just polled the biggest cities in America, the administration did, and they found that the homicide rate went down 21%, and violent crime and robberies are down about 20%. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. One moment, I'll get right back to you. Luke, do you want to address the prompt 10?
They were already going down before Trump became in the office, especially Minnesota. It was already going down, the homicide rate.
No, I'm talking about, do you want to address the prompt?
Oh, what specifically did you mean?
How is Trump good for the country?
How is Trump good for the country?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to address the prompt?
No, I think Trump's a piece of shit.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming up. I appreciate it, and you have a wonderful night, sir. All right, Mosquito, go ahead and allow.
Do you want me to continue on that, or just
Yeah,
think?
go ahead,
No, drop him. Drop him. Drop
Oh,
him.
him too? Okay.
Why? You don't like the mosquitoes? I was dropped.
No, Mosquito is what his
I don't
name
know,
is. Huh?
I said, I don't know why he wants me to, but he told me to, so I'm going to do it because I
No.
trust Mr. Riddick.
Mosquito is one of the worst people that you can find on here.
Oh boy.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know.
serious.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to yell at you. I was watching TV and I just happened to look down.
Oh,
Mosquito
okay.
is not a good person. He will skate around everything. He will make a hell out of this live.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare
Thank
you.
you. That's okay.
He is his name.
Mosquitoes are annoying. Oh yeah, mosquitoes are annoying. Mosquitoes are annoying.
Huh.
Well, thank you for letting me know before I spent forever.
Yeah.
You just talked to me for
Messing
like
with
30
it.
minutes.
Yes,
Yeah.
people on the bottom saying you need mosquito spray when you're around. That's funny.
He's that bad. He's that bad.
Okay. Let's see if I can't find it.
He's overtly racist. He's overtly
No, I'm muted. Oh, I'm blocked. I've been blocked. Let's keep going.
Thank you for coming up. You have
So,
a
guys, we're
wonderful
back
night.
with the Titan here.
Well, because he didn't do anything he said, and it's mainly because he's covering up
The
the
e-files.
Epstein files. That's just
We gotta
it's
say
paying-
we gotta say e-files
okay.
for TikTok.
E
Yeah,
files.
for TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
because
it's weird.
the J thing,
Mm.
Anyway. Yeah, and and if these people get away with what they've done, which is horrendous, unbelievable, and half of it is now. It traumatized me because I read the JO I read the files.
The JE files. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've read a bunch of them too, and yeah, it's
And
a
he's
lot.
just wanting to go past it like it didn't happen.
So I was gonna say
He
this.
didn't
Susan said
mention it on his
in the comments, which
little talk last
I usually
night.
block
And
out from you guys.
you know, and
Mosquito tries to get under your skin, and there's no
they're the
conversation
most
with him.
vulnerable. They're our
Okay.
children.
And then Titan says,
Yeah.
And if
he
we
seems
can't
normal
protect
to
our
me.
children, we don't have a
Susan,
nation.
I've seen him around. Titan,
And
same.
you know,
I'm not a
and
mod, even though
other
she has a
than
mod icon.
that,
I'm not a mod, but
you
Ashley
know,
K
he's
only
not
wants to talk and
benefited
not
anything
argue.
like
Oh, okay.
made any prices, go down, and he's
I think that's
he
so.
said
You have the mod
and
icon.
everything's just
I've never heard him
higher,
say a racist
higher.
thing.
It's really going up, and pretty much
Hold on,
everything he
guys.
said is
See
a
when they come to the
lie.
Titan
I
here.
can't, take the people.
She's seen nothing that Trump's done
The
that's good.
border crisis, but he's
Oh,
doing
that's a
it
pretty big thing.
inhumanely, and people are
Oh,
getting killed.
inhumanely.
And he
Well,
could,
they shouldn't be fighting with ICE. Then they
with
won't get
ice
killed.
on the street and everybody fighting. It looks like he's
But
trying
yeah,
to
don't
create
fight with
like
ICE. That's
a
kind of
civil
the
war
moral of the story.
Yeah.
in some
Just
states.
don't fight with
Bad.
ICE.
I'm sorry that you fell into that, and I'm glad you see the truth now.
The truth of what? That you can fight with
Because
ICE
he's a
and not
very
expect to get
evil
unalive?
person.
You just hit them with your
Yeah,
vehicle?
but what
You're
can we
supposed
do
to
now?
murder them?
It's like
That's
nobody will
good.
stand up. Everybody will stand up for Palestine. They stand up for George Floyd.
Oh, they're standing
they
up.
burnt
They're
down
being idiots in the
towns.
street.
This is way,
Yeah.
way worse.
Well,
And
we're not gonna do a Russian Olympics. We shouldn't compare tragedies like that. They're all pretty bad, honestly.
So, Miss Sheila, how do you feel about Sarah Huckabee?
She went to the island too.
I didn't know that, but do you think she's a good governor?
No.
Okay, good.
Um,
All the money that
Ted-
she's
Oh, I'm
spending.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Wick.
Oh no, all the money that she's spending in Arkansas now that you can't, she has where you can't. She won't allow you to know what she's doing with the government money because she's taking trips everywhere.
Yes. She also, podium.
Age, region, and political ideology, please.
Yeah, I'm 42. I'm from Illinois, and I'm a Republican.
Okay. What's up, Mr. Wick?
No, everybody I meet from Illinois seems to be Republican, but yet it's a blue state.
Because of Chicago.
I
I'm
know
outside
a
of Chicago.
Republican. Just a second. Titan, do you want to address the prompt?
Yeah, I have 3 children, so I really like these Trump accounts that he has come up with. I think they're going to be a really good investment for my children, and they were going to have a super high retirement because of them. So that's pretty
accounts.
Yeah, awesome.
You talk about that $1,000 that he said
Yes,
he's
he
going to
is.
make sure that people get.
Well, there's more to it than the $1,000 seed money for 0 to 4-year-olds. A lot more.
So how is that going to happen?
So it's basically a tax-deferred Roth IRA for children under 18.
Are you white, G?
I'm a
Are
human
you
race.
are you white, G?
Does my race matter?
I just thought I would ask.
Well, I'm a
Yeah, he's
human race.
white.
I'm a human race.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't
in
think
that
our race
case, you probably
matters with
are. So
finances.
yeah, that's a good idea for you. You should do that. Yep.
I don't know why you focus on race. That seems
Thanks
silly.
for coming.
Thanks for coming. I've been here for 40 minutes.
I mean, you said that's what you wanted to talk about.
Trump accounts.
The
Yeah,
Trump,
let's talk about Trump accounts. Maybe I can educate you guys on how amazing Trump is with the Trump
So are
accounts.
the Trump accounts? So you're saying that's why Trump is good for the country because of the Trump accounts?
Well, I can list off a lot of things, but I was just thought we'd do one point at a time.
Specifically with that's what I'm asking you is that okay? First of all, don't be condescending. Don't be a condescending asshole. It's not nice and nobody likes it. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't trying to be, but okay.
But you kind of were. Anyway, we can talk about it. That's fine. I was just asking for clarification. Excuse me for asking for clarification.
Okay. I mean, that's not the only reason I voted for him.
I mean, may I quickly just jump into this conversation before
John,
we move on to
Yes, Tom, please.
So I just wanted to politely ask you, Titan, especially since you're a big believer in this promination of these, and I'm very familiar with them, so I really don't need you to delineate and go into any conversation about them. My one problem, my one issue is where are we going to get any of the funding to actually properly do this, especially since our the funds that are supposed to be used for taxation that are typically supposed to go to our social safety nets that are in the United States because that's how the country was built. We don't have the funds. Plus, we're already 38 trillion in debt. We are borrowing money at a deficit far worse than we've ever seen since the 08 housing crisis, aka the recession. So to say that it's like, don't get me wrong, the concept of it is great, but when we're funding other countries' abilities to have affordable healthcare and stuff of that nature, and we can't even afford to support ourselves, it really doesn't make any sense for us to even go ahead with that plan because we would just be pushing ourselves into a further deficit.
Right. So the majority of the money
Right
in a
on.
Trump account comes from the private sector. It comes from parents, grandparents, and employers. So you can set up a Trump account for your child under the age of 18, and you can put in a maximum of $5,000 per year into that. Employers can donate up to $2,500 a year. So this isn't really coming from the U.S. government at all. The $1,000 seed money may be for the 0 to 4-year-olds from the period of December 31, 2024 to Jan 1 of 2029. But we're talking very minimal costs that Trump administration have already saved from all the DEI scams and all the other scams that have been going on forever in the government. So it's not really coming from the government. This is a private sector idea that all they did was reduce the burden of earned income. That was the biggest thing here.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, and I just wanted to really glad you brought that up. So if it's a private sector entity, right, as you're saying, how are we supposed to fund this if the average everyday American can't even afford groceries, let alone to put money into this, other than the original seed money, especially since, for example, the working class, because we don't have a middle class, has to pay an exuberant amount of taxes that are being disproportionately abused by the upper class. Genuinely, the only group of people that will see this be a plus is anybody making roughly 120,000 or more that have the means to put the money into it. I'm not saying that, maybe you're not making 120 or more, and you might just be a baller budgeter, and that's good on you. And I'm extremely proud of you because in this economy, it's
Of course I am
incredibly
making more than that.
impossible. Oh, okay. So you kind of push into my point in theory that you're already outside of the average American. You're only specifically
No.
talking about this from your point of view because the average American can't even put money into it.
No, the average
Because,
American
for example,
can.
if I go into okay, Bubba, that's not how that works. When the average American can't even afford groceries, let
But they
alone
can.
how
I
we
can't.
literally have the worst consumer purchasing power we've ever seen. The
Yeah,
index
Democrat
does
inflation
not
was terrible.
provide any. May I continue? Without being perpetually cut off, because I gave you the respect. I stayed on
I know,
mute.
but
I
you're
was
kind of
willing to
monologuing
listen.
here, guy.
I'm
Oh no,
Okay.
dog, no, dog. What you're not going to do is speak. This young man is trying to have a conversation with you. It is not a monologue. He's literally delivering information. Yet you monologue on some bullshit account that doesn't exist. Now, either you can sit there and listen to
Well,
what he says,
I'd
and
like.
then you can rebuttal, or you can get the fuck on. Make
Well,
your choice.
I will wait many
Go ahead,
minutes for him
John.
to finish.
No, you will
You
wait
will
when he's
wait until
done.
he's done.
I'll try to land my because out of just pure and thank you everybody, but just out of pure respect, since I'll try to land my plane a little quicker. The notion that the average American can afford groceries is just outside of the reach of anything. And you can blame it on democratic inflation, whatever. We did kind of just go through a global pandemic that is unprecedented beyond any means, that like destabilized the entire world economy, let alone the American economy. So you're playing within a nuanced gray area that is only possible for people of your means and mindset.
Yeah, so 12.3% of the U.S. population is on SNAP, so that's food assistance. So the vast majority, the average American, can afford food. So that kind of argument falls kind of flat on its face. But you don't have to put $5,000 in these accounts. You don't have to set them up. But a lot of people can, and a lot of people will for their children. And their children can go work and put money into this. Remember, this removes the barrier of earned income. So they max out at $5,000 a year. And they're not for the super wealthy, because you can't set this up for your child if you make, I forget what it is, but like $175,000 or more a year, something like that. So it is for the middle class. And that's who we need to help grow. And this is going to help children have tens of millions of dollars if they do it right by the time they retire. And this is how you create generational wealth. I just don't see the bad thing in any of this. And again, it's voluntary.
Well, I was a single parent.
You can be food insecure and not be on SNAP, just so you know that.
I was a
you're
single
aware.
parent, and I could not put away a dime. I had to raise 2 kids by myself, so how could I put money away for them?
I don't know. I mean, you could have had a husband and had a whole household, but you didn't. I
Most
don't
people
know.
don't have husbands.
Well, around me, they do. But yeah, I
We're doing a
know.
lot of
Are you
anecdotal. We're
serious
doing
right
a lot
now?
of anecdotal.
Yeah, I mean, the average income around me is about $80,000
So
per
you're
person.
telling her, so she's telling you her experience and you're telling her she should get a husband?
Well, I'm just saying that would have
Ridiculous.
benefited that situation.
I just also wanted to just quickly rebuttal his point on the food stamps. Are you familiar with how food stamps are calculated, and any possible means or metrics? Also, the fact that Trump defunded a large majority of SNAP and other ACA subsidies. So the notion that you're trying to rebuttal me and quote unquote debunk me with is moot, because within your own defense there is a large issue that is being completely neglected upon. So it becomes a little bit of a situation, and especially I do want to touch upon one thing that's really like bothering me. You are sitting here having this conversation and not noticing the little separation in tone, the verbiage, and any of that, which is all human choice that you could be making to have this conversation more respectful, because I'm trying to keep this with proper decorum and I'm allowing you to talk. Now,
You
I would
allowing us to
appreciate
talk.
if
Hold on. You are allowing us to talk. We can speak on anytime we want. You're not you're nothing to control this live. We introduced you to
Wait.
allow you to come up here. So reverse that what you just said.
Wick, I was referring to Titan.
Yeah, that was Tron talking,
Yeah,
Mr. Wick.
Wick, that was
Oh,
me.
my
Yeah,
bad,
it was
Tron.
Tron talking.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry,
good.
Tron.
Yeah,
No,
go
you're
Oh my
ahead.
God.
good.
Go
Oh
ahead.
my gosh,
I would
they're
just
so
appreciate that you
bad.
continue to carry the same level of decorum, that even though you may not be carrying fully with me, but try to at least have it with everyone else on the panel, because at least at the end of the day with me, I could care less. Your words are not going to bother me, like even if you're trying to quote unquote not be underlying with your tonality, but just try to watch it more with everyone else. Just try to keep this respectful. It's 4 a.m.
Sir, the thing is, you're saying you're 85,000 and above your people. Well, I'm about 78,000. Okay, and let me tell you something. And I'm still struggling in life, and I've made a lot of great choices and expenditures. But for you to sit there and say because the people around you are about 85,000 plus, well, that's not the average family. The average families bring in about 35 to 45,000. Am I close, Tron?
That seems super low.
The average median household salary in the United States is, I believe, 42,000, and that's an
That's right.
increase from 38,500 from, I believe, 2 years ago.
Exactly. I knew I
The
had to
median
be on
household
time.
income is $69,000.
No,
That's
sir.
2022.
No, it's not. No,
That's
sir.
a two-family household. That is a
Yeah.
two-family household, Titan, not a single-family household.
Oh, single?
No.
Well, these are bad life decisions then.
That's not bad life, sir. There are people that just live in small towns in small areas that don't have a lot of income, and that doesn't mean that they're poor. They're comfortable where they are. But for you, hey,
But what?
congratulations.
Why did they have a
Congratulations.
kid? Why did they have a
Assume
kid without
everybody
a
makes
two-parent
just
family
because
said that-
system?
who
just because people
said-
end up in shitty situations sometimes doesn't necessarily mean they made bad decisions to get there.
And who said they had
Mostly
kids?
Mostly they did, though. Mostly they did. Yeah. The
No,
very
Who said
best
they had
majority.
kids?
What is wrong with you?
There's a lot of people out there who don't have kids that are working.
And how
What
much
you
are they
talking
making?
about?
Like, throw out
I
a
don't
number.
know. I'm not in everybody's pocket.
Well, throw out a number.
No, I'm not going to throw out a fake number because the fact is you living in la la land about what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't. If you're single and you got very low skills, you should make at least, I don't know, $40,000 a year right now in the country,
Sir,
in a given
sir,
area.
you can live
And you
in
can-
Arkansas. You can
Yeah.
live in New Mexico. You can live in the middle of Kansas. Sometimes there are nothing there except a Casey's,
Yeah, I
a
know.
Walmart, and things like that. And
Yeah, but
that's
if
it.
you're not making about 40 grand, I mean, something severely not math out here.
That doesn't even make sense what you're just saying in math and math.
I'm
That's just
disabled. I'm disabled, and I only make $25,000 a year in Arkansas. And if I didn't have a home, I would be homeless. And then they're making laws that homeless people get locked up because they don't have a
Yes.
home.
exactly.
Hey, I mean, technically they would have a home if they get locked up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Am I lying?
Get the fuck out of here. I don't even like you already.
Thank you. I was about to bug the hell out.
Get this punk ass out of here.
That's fine.
I don't get, sir. Okay, you're blessed to make the money you make. Congratulations. What
Let's-
career field are you in, sir? Titan, what career field are you in?
He's on mute.
Yeah.
Let him answer, and then I'm gonna introduce
Oh,
the
I
next guy. 'cause
I own
he's-
I own a manufacturing company.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, you own a manufacturing company. How many employees do you have?
I have about 10.
Are they making over $40,000 a year?
Yeah, I got one guy making about 150. I got a warehouse manager making about 70, and nobody makes under 40.
Okay.
Except
So
for
you're
like
blessed.
the part-timers.
Oh, what? So they're not making life choices then because they're
Well,
part time.
they're young and they usually live at
No,
home.
no. You just got through saying if you're not making $40,000 a year, you're making bad choices. So
Yeah, and I
apparently
said they
they're
make
making
about
bad
40,000 a year, and they still live at
No,
home.
you said they're
part-time.
not making 40,000 a year because they are part timers.
Well, okay. So some only work for like half of a year, and they live at home. I mean, these are
So
individual
they're making
circumstances.
bad choices. They're making bad choices by working with you.
No, they're like 18 to 22 years old. They're still
It
at
doesn't
home.
matter. They're making less than $40,000 a year.
But their median household income is huge.
They're making less than $40,000 a year by your
I know, but
account.
they're
This is
not
what
starving.
You said they're making
they're not
40,000.
starving.
No, they're not starving. None of my employees are
How do
starving.
you know?
Well, because I would see them getting really skinny.
That's not
That's
starving.
not what starving means, sir.
They're not starving.
You think
You
starvation is like swollen bellies and dehydration? That's not what starvation
Yeah, they're
is.
not like sub-Saharan Africa. No, not at all. They're doing pretty
Yeah,
well.
that's what I'm saying. That's not what starvation looks like. That's extreme malnutrition. That's not
Right. Yeah, I know. My mom was a dietitian for a long, long time.
This is making my head hurt, Mr. Wicks.
And I was a wrestler, so I cut lots of weight. So I was an anorexic for a while. It's kind of a joke.
Anorexia does not go away. You don't do it for a while.
It was a joke. Oh, no. I gained lots of weight when I was done. When I was done. I can't take a joke.
I'm gonna just jump in here real quick because this is for anybody and everybody that ever decides to come up here. If you ever make a joke about an eating disorder ever again, I will.
Oh my God, I
personally
had
talk to
an
you
eating
because
disorder. I was
that
a
is not
fucking
something to joke
wrestler.
about. There is actual legitimate issues. Me personally, I have been dealing with one for the past 11 years.
Oh my God.
Where
These people are so fucking weak.
Actually, I don't have to explain
I
myself.
had an eating disorder.
Watch yourself. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous to ever kind of demean or even poke a joke at that, because there's something
I was a
that is
wrestler.
a neurological issue that you cannot control.
That's why I chimed in. I've had one all my life. I've had an eating order all my life. That's why I chimed in. It does not go away, and you cannot control it.
All right. You want to introduce yourself, age, region, political ideology?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me up, by the way. I'm 50 years old. I'm in West.
All right, guys. I'm going to fight with him in the comments for a few minutes. It'll probably get me blocked and banned and kicked off of TikTok, but you never know. But that was a fun night with the Democrat Sociopaths of America, wasn't it? Hope you guys enjoyed, as I always do. Thanks for spending time with Trustee and the Mosquito and Titan and Axel Pierce and Mr. Plow as we travel through the TikTok space of insanity, of decrepit Democrats that are just constant victims and want checks from the government, from billionaires, of course, but they want it funneled through the government. So they just want somebody to force money out of somebody else's pocket at the point of a gun, and then they want it given to them. That's seriously what I take about a lot of these conversations, is that these people are just losers and not productive. And some of them have disabilities, and that's fine, but they come on here and they have a very narrow view of the world. But you guys know, because you're probably listening to me at this thing called work, and you're being productive while you're listening and trying to get educated and or entertained, or both. So why don't we hit that subscribe button for entertainment? Why don't we hit a like button for education? Why don't we make a comment for the betterment of this country? And if you got a couple bucks a tip, look for that donation link. Really appreciate it, guys. And we will see you on the next episode. See ya.